Hi everyone, this is Michael with the general reading for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or anyone else who is cross-watching for someone who has one of those placements. I do hope that this video finds you all well. I'm really curious to see what is coming up for you guys. We have a very, very intense month ahead of us with July, I gotta be honest. We have 2 eclipses that are going to be happening. 5 retrograde planets, including your ruling planet Mercury, that is going retrograde on July 7th, and it will be retrograde until the 31st. And it's going to be going from Leo back into Cancer, so that's going to really add... your judgment's going to be a little bit cloudy during that time, and I don't want you to freak out. Don't make any rash decisions. You know, emotions are going to be really, really high, especially being in Leo, and then going back into the emotional Cancer. Your emotions are probably going to be clouding your judgment. And I'm also speaking to you as a Virgo, another sign ruled by Mercury. I know how disruptive these Mercury retrogrades can be for those of us who have very mercurial placements. You know, my chart is actually ruled by Mercury in addition to being a Virgo, so my personal natal chart, my Mercury is just aspecting pretty much every planet. It's crazy. So I really do feel a lot of mercurial influence, which it's kind of it's a double-edged sword. I gotta be honest. When you have a ruling planet like Mercury that's always changing, going retrograde every 3 months, it's honestly kind of like Cancer being ruled by the moon. But that's even more, that I would argue that shifts even more because the moon phases are constantly changing. So I think there's going to be a lot of movement that is going to be happening for you, Gemini, and it's going to be very internal for the month of July, especially with everything going retrograde. It's going to be a very interesting time to explore our subconscious or shadow beliefs, getting in touch with the aspects of ourselves we don't even know are there. And I actually think that Gemini is very, very good at that because you give voice to so many different parts of your personality already. It's like you're many different people in one. We all are, but that's so apparent with your sign. Before we begin, I do just want to disclaim really quickly that this is a general reading, meaning not all the information that comes forward is obviously going to be meant for you specifically. It's up to your intuition and discernment to figure out what applies to your life and what should be left behind for someone else. Some of the information may also come in the reverse, so someone who shows up as an individual in your reading might actually be your own energy, or vice versa, your energy might be someone else. So keep that in mind, the energy can be switched, it's fluid. And of course, don't get too caught up on the gender or even the zodiac information of the cards. It's all just the way that the energy is being expressed, and it's the most concise translation to express that energy at this time. So, if this reading doesn't resonate or you just want a more thorough picture, you are also more than welcome to take a peek at the other videos for July 2019. I do also have love readings for those of you who want a more love-specific read. I have the mid-June to mid-July reading already posted, and the mid-July to mid-August will be coming later this month, so keep your eyes peeled for that. I do have links down below in my description box for a blog post that kind of outlines in greater detail all of the aspects and transits that are going to be happening through the month of July. I have links for donations, personal readings, Reiki sessions. I also have an Instagram and Facebook page, which you should definitely follow if you haven't already. I am going to be offering giveaways on this channel, and I'm going to be announcing it on all my platforms, so if you're interested in winning a free reading or a free distance Reiki session, definitely follow me on those because I'll be posting it pretty soon, so, you know, never hurts to follow. I do also have some pick a card readings and some general collective card readings on my Instagram as well, which I know a lot of people are interested in. What else? I feel like that's pretty much everything. I think I covered my bases. We are in the pre-shadow phase of this Mercury retrograde already, so I am kind of feeling a little bit scrambled, gonna be totally honest. Sorry if I come out a bit jumbled. Of course, working with this intuitive faculty, it doesn't always translate very nicely anyway, so bear with me. I'm actually going to start off. I'm going to start off by opening up to your energy by tuning into whatever source has, whatever messages source has for you, Gemini. And I invite you to do the same. Kind of visualize creating a field with all the other viewers here. Thank you. Gotta say, I'm feeling the love from my Gemini. That was beautiful. As I'm shuffling, I do also just want to thank all of you guys who have been following this channel, who have already been subscribers, who have been supporting me and contributing and just sharing your experiences in the comments. It's so, so beautiful. It's an absolute gift to be doing this. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this eclipse, and the previous eclipse in January, it's actually when I just so happened to start this channel, and my life has been, it's honestly remarkable how much my life has changed in just 5 months. And it's all been possible because of the people who supported me. So thank you so much to all of you who have shared your energy, who have watched these videos, who have connected with me and each other. It really is such a gift. And I feel so, so blessed. So thank you all who have kind of joined the family. And for those of you who want to, definitely subscribe. It's been, I think it's such a beautiful community. It's unlike any online community I've seen. You know, this tarot community, it's full of such supportive and beautiful beings. And I really felt that from all of you. I truly mean it. Okay, sorry, I gotta focus here. What are the general messages for Gemini coming into July 2019? What are the general messages for Gemini coming into July 2019? I actually feel like I'm supposed to shuffle. I'm going to shuffle 4 times. Okay, great. Interesting. So, I have the 2 of Pentacles. You can get it on there. There we go. Sorry, I know this is a little hard to see with the lighting. The 6 of Cups. And Strength. I feel like some of the energy that's coming up is actually pertaining to Leo season with this Strength card here. So there might actually, this might be going all the way back to last July, last August. It's almost like there's a completion that's happening. It could also be, I want you to think back to the eclipse in 2018 last year. For Libra, it was actually the 2017 eclipse that came up, so it's interesting. I'm feeling 2018 for you guys. There was something that happened. I feel like it's going to be coming full circle here. You know, we have the infinity symbol in this 2 of Pentacles. I feel like there's this pattern that's going to be revealing itself to you. And this pattern began last August. This could be a relationship. It could be something to do with life purpose, with work, with a move you made. I'm just getting this sense of kind of repetition for you guys. I definitely feel like in June, there might have been a move, there might have been a change in job, kind of shaking things up, spicing up the routine here. finding balance amidst all of these changes too. That's been kind of a game for you. You know, you were kind of in the hot seat last month, so that's not surprising. There's definitely some adjustments, and I think, you know, we're all as a collective going to be going through some big changes as well, especially relative to home and even work with the Capricorn eclipse. I do feel like with the Six of Cups here, a lot of you have been healing stuff from the past, maybe reconnecting with who you used to be. Maybe that's why that past energy, it feels like it goes further back than just June for this specific read. Some of you may have reached out to someone from the past, or someone from the past reached out to you, especially if that person had a dominant Leo placement, or there was something about Leo season with this person, maybe you met during that time. I feel like you were just really connecting to your roots. Whoever it was you were relating to also helped you do this. This person might have felt like soul family to you. Very nice. I was saying, I felt the love. And, you know, this Strength card, a lot of you, again, I feel like a lot of you were in communication with a Leo, but I also feel like this is your mental state. This is you really coming to terms with something that happened. You've changed as a result of it. You're grateful that it happened, or you're about to find gratitude for what has happened, what has changed. Because it's made you into the person you were really meant to be. You know, you were a caterpillar before this. And a caterpillar dissolves. It totally loses itself in the chrysalis before it becomes a butterfly. So it's not an easy transition. It can be very painful. It's very hard on the ego. But I do feel like this transformation has made you much, much stronger. You've healed a lot of things recently as a result of this change. And I feel like there may also be a really strong love connection that some of you are working on. It's like whatever it is that you've been doing, whatever trials you've been going through, it's actually served to strengthen this relationship, or just find that strength within yourself. This doesn't have to be with someone else. This is very mental, the position. So again, it could be you. And you know, I am noticing again this infinity symbol. I was pointing that out in the Two of Pentacles. There is a pattern here. There is something kind of coming full circle. A repetition. Pay attention. I'm going to pull an animal for you now, Gemini. What is the animal wisdom for Gemini coming into July? Here we go. Lamb. Yeah, I feel like you found a lot of peace with something. You have your peace to you, which is interesting. I feel like you've just been getting quiet, listening. Maybe that's how this retrograde's affecting you. This pre-shadow phase, it's getting you into a more receptive state. You're finding your flock. I feel like some of you are also getting messages clairaudiently, so this could be through your dreams, it could be through music, it could be through pitches in your ear, you could be hearing voices, although I don't suspect that's a lot of you, but some of you. Things actually do feel really good. Again, it feels like you have this very strong inner strength. And it's like, I almost get the sense, we're going to see what the cards have to say. If someone comes back from the past in July, which is very possible with this retrograde in Mercury, I feel like you have the peace of mind now to deal with this situation, especially if it involved a Leo. Interesting. I'm going to pull for... Okay, I'm being told to shuffle. I'm going to pull now for the beginning of July. What are the messages for the beginning of July for Gemini in 2019? Okay. Show me more. Okay, okay. One more. I said one more, not half the deck. Okay, sorry. Sometimes the cards get sassy. We have to put them in their place. Okay. One more. There we go, perfect. Nice. I do feel like, right away, if you're involved with the Scorpio, or if there's something with the Scorpio and it's looking pretty good. But I have the Seven of Pentacles. Death and the Ace of Pentacles came out together. This is kind of in the heart of your reading. And the Son of Cups. So, some of you are dealing with a water sign, and this person may be making some sort of offer or commitment to you. Could be romantic. It does feel like it's pretty close to the heart, especially with the Son of Cups kind of showing up. Someone might be making a romantic gesture to you, or it could just be a job offer, something that really fills you up and makes you feel good. Whatever it is, I see you working very, very hard in the first half of July. You might feel like, is all of this going somewhere? Is this all going to be worth it? It might not be totally visible. You're kind of working more on this long-term investment here. I kind of visualize this as kind of this crop, this field. And you're kind of just, you're working, you know, I see this tractor. It's like, it's just mowing in rows. It doesn't see the whole field. It just kind of sees what's ahead of it. You're just chugging along. And I feel like you're working pretty hard in your day-to-day life. And that could also be pertaining to a relationship. You're putting in a lot of effort. You're not sure if it's going to pay off yet, but I do feel like there will be some payoff. It might not be exactly what you'd hope, to be totally honest. I think there's kind of a lot of uncertainty about this right now. I do feel like with this Death card, some of you are definitely letting something go. You might be letting go of an opportunity, which is interesting. But this actually does feel like I'm not getting this scary sense with death. Sometimes this can kind of be a card of painful shedding, and you know, we do absolutely have an eclipse that is happening, you know, July 2nd, that solar eclipse in Cancer. I do feel like some of you are really getting psychic messages as well, opening up to this. You know, we were just talking about that clairaudience. But I actually do feel like that this is ending a cycle that held you back emotionally. This feels really good, actually. And you might be walking away from something that once seemed really stable. This could also be in you letting go of something. All right? You're allowing space for something new to grow. Again, take this as applies. This is a general reading. I feel like I'm picking up multiple threads right now. As for the Son of Cups, I do feel like, again, there is, I do feel like there is romance for some of you at the start of July, which is interesting because it doesn't seem like I wouldn't have pegged it as the best time. Maybe you wouldn't have either. Maybe you're so busy. This kind of comes out of the blue. You're not expecting this, especially if it's a water sign. Could also be a third decan Aquarius or someone born in the last 10 days of Aquarius season. But again, this card also does tell me that mentally your emotions can be clouding your judgment. That's kind of the thing with the Son of Cups here. He has a lot of intensity inside of him. So kind of take it slow. Seven of Pentacles. I know it doesn't always feel good. But if this is a connection, it's going to be, you're not going to lose it by going at a slower pace. If this is a true connection you're meant to have. Let's see. What are the animal messages for Gemini for the start of July? What was the animal wisdom for Gemini at the start of July? Ooh, okay. See, I was going to say I said animals, and I regretted that because I feel like when I do plurals, that's when I get a lot of cards, actually. So what is the animal message for Gemini in the first half of July? Just taking our time. You know, these cards have been coming up pretty slow. Again, it does feel like something's taking a bit longer than you had wanted, especially with Mercury going retrograde July 7th. I know it can slow things down. Give me one card. Perfect. Wow. Great. Crow. Again, your intuition. This is a really strong intuitive time for you, Gemini. Not surprising. I feel like this is just true for the collective as a whole, because we do have this eclipse in Cancer, this new moon in Cancer. This is actually a beautiful opportunity to open your psychic abilities, to work with your intuitive faculties, for those of you who are interested in developing that, or just kind of maintaining that connection. I feel like meditation is going to be very, very important for you. If you haven't been meditating already, especially with Lamb, you definitely should be meditating first half of July. And maybe that's kind of that slowness you don't like. Even bottom of the animal deck, Cobra, meditation, spiritual realization. A teacher may be coming for you as well. Interesting. That could be in the form of a person, could also be in the form of an event. They're going to be teaching you things, reflecting things back at you, your spiritual truths. Very interesting. What are the messages for Gemini coming into the second half of July and beyond? Where's all of this energy currently going? Got one. Ooh, fast. Where is all of this energy going? Wow. That's very interesting. Where is this energy going? I don't even know. I don't know if you know. Okay. Alright. 8 of Wands. Ten of Wands. And 5 of Cups. Gotta be honest. I was saying earlier, if someone is trying to make some sort of offer or stability towards you to kind of wait it out, maybe play a little hard to get. And I'm kind of seeing that there is a potential for something moving very, very quickly. This could also be a sudden change in your work or home environment. It feels like for the better, but we do have this Ten of Wands here. There's definitely a lot of burden, a lot you're taking on. I get the sense of a blockage. It's almost like this is really weird combination of energy because you have a lot of fast moving energy and all of a sudden it hits this wall. It's like some parts of your life are going to be going really fast and other parts you're just going to be dead end. And, you know, this Five of Cups here, this feels pretty disappointing. It's like things were going really, really well, and then all of a sudden you hit up against a wall, and it's really affecting you. So again, I'm going to really stress this. Take it slow. I'm not saying this is happening for all of you. Some of you may be running into this wall because you're going so quickly into something. And if that's the case, you might hurt yourself. If this is someone who is serious, you know, this offer or this romantic connection, if this is someone or something that's really worthwhile, I do feel like it's not going to hurt to wait. At least until after this Mercury retrograde for you guys specifically. And I feel like you've done all of this healing in the past. You found a lot of stability. Pay attention to the pattern here. If this is a pattern, if you go into something very quickly and you end up disappointed, this is warning you now. You don't need to repeat the same mistake. You can learn the lesson whenever you're ready. And I do feel like there's something for you to see. There is something for you to intuit. Meditate. Let's see. What's the last animal card for Gemini? Where is all of this energy going? What is the last animal card for Gemini? So what I'm feeling, is that if there is some sort of opportunity, kind of job or home, some sort of physical thing, I think that's something worth going towards. If there's some sort of relationship or connection, there might be some blockages there. There might be burden. You might feel overwhelmed. There might be a lot of things that's happening at once, actually. I think that's it. It's almost like things are going so fast. You take on so much at once. It's really weighing you down. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Cosmic egg. I can only tell you to meditate so much, Gemini, but seriously, this is the crown chakra. This is spiritual realization, spiritual awakening. You're going through a very big spiritual awakening right now, and things are going to be moving very, very quickly for you, especially towards the end of July. Sometimes these eclipses actually take a couple of weeks to really manifest. And we do have the Capricorn eclipse that's happening on the 17th. Maybe that's the one that's propelling you forward into some new career or stability. But I feel like there's a big, big change that's happening for you. And again, this is actually the completion of a cycle. And this, the book for this the description in the book for this card even says, your journey is complete, but it does not. The journey has ended. What is it? Shit. It's like, it's reminding me of this infinity symbol. It's like, The journey is complete, but it does not end. There is a pattern here. There's a cycle here. I feel like some of you might be feeling a little lonely. Maybe that's why this Five of Cups is here. People might seem too walled off right now. There's too much going on in their life. But you have the opportunity to connect to Source, to higher beings in other dimensions. I know that sounds strange for some of you. Connect with your angels, connect with your guides. If you find yourself feeling alone, because you're never alone. Whatever is happening, it's really propelling your spiritual growth. And I think it's very important for you to be open to wherever that is leading you, because it feels like this is something you've resisted for a while. That's why there's this repetition, but there's something that you can choose to complete. And I think maybe that's what this Death card is. You are choosing to let something go. There's a lot of burden. But it's helping you. It's opening you up. I feel like you're going to be seeing some payoff on something you've been working on. And just because you come into a state of strength in the past, it doesn't mean that you're immune to feeling a certain way. It's not about transcending your emotions, it's about working with your emotions and being present with them. That's going to be very powerful for you. Those are all the messages I'm getting for you, Gemini. I do hope that this reading was helpful. Definitely make sure to hit like and subscribe. Let me know what's going on for you in the comments down below. Definitely share what's happening. And again, I have all my information in the description box for readings, sessions, what have you. And if I don't see from you, or hear from you personally, rather, I will see you next time. Bye, Gemini.